Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my show about nothing. Well, who would watch a show about nothing? Well, hopefully somebody does. Anyhow, kind of the purpose of this video is I'm going to go live, and the reason I want to go live is I want to see what I can do while I'm inactive that would entertain you guys. I definitely want to keep everybody interested, and if the best thing I could do is just quit making videos and just wait until I get back to song, I'd be more than happy to do that. This is kind of fun though, kind of kills my boredom, and you can only ride that Peloton so much and watch so many TV shows, but I like this interaction stuff. I think it's amazing. Gathering all this stuff up, and then seeing my action packers makes my mind think I'm going to Alaska. I kind of got the chills, the excitement of getting on the plane and all that stuff. I always love going to Alaska. I hate leaving loved ones behind, but I really love it up there. It's probably the most dangerous place I've ever cut. Yeah, this is my favorite. I'm weird. But, my accident, I was going to bring my hard hat too. Show you guys my hard hat. I'll do that in the next video. But my accident here was just freak luck. It was just a freak accident. I'm not saying I'm above doing something stupid. I'm not. I don't know how many times I've got lucky, but the wind blew that snag over. There's no other explanation for it. I've thought about it and looked at the pictures, and it's really bugged me because it hammered me so hard I really don't remember none of it. But I was evidently conscious because I got on my radio and told everybody that I was needing me some help. But I don't know. The only thing I can come up with was the wind blew that thing over, and it got me. It was just my day to get woke up, I guess. But I don't know. I'm kind of getting off base here, but yeah, the purpose of this is now this is my idea. I was thinking when I go live, I can lay my cutting stuff out, and maybe you guys, you see something that interests you. Every piece of equipment, everything I've got has got a little story behind it, And if I don't got a story behind it, I can make something up. But, now, speaking of traveling, it makes me think of my last airplane ride back here. And for some reason, I was boarding early. I think I was in the 8th row. And I was watching everybody get on the plane. And, this gal stepped up, and she was just absolutely beautiful. And she definitely looked like she just stepped out of a Playboy magazine. She was terribly good looking. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, Lacey, why is it that nobody that looks like that ever gets a seat assigned next to you? Well, as luck would have it, this gal's got a seat right beside. I don't know what to say. I have no idea what to say to her. So the only thing that comes out of my mouth is, you on this trip for business or pleasure? And she says, well, sir, actually I'm on this trip for business. She says, I'm actually writing an article right now for Men's Health magazine, and I've been exploring myths about people, and mainly sexual myths. I hope my little story's not too much for this YouTube channel. It's probably going to get me in trouble, but I'm going to tell it. Anyhow, I go, oh yeah? Well, yeah, she says, well, for instance, I just travel around the country, and I'm trying to disprove a lot of these myths. She says one thing that's very common is they say that the African American male is the most well endowed. And I go, oh yeah? She says, yeah, everybody believes that, but the truth is that actually belongs to Native American males. And I go, no kidding. She says, yeah. She says, another myth that I found is that the French are the best lovers. I go, oh yeah? She says, yeah, that actually belongs to men of Jewish descent. And I go, no kidding. She says, yeah. She says, and something else, I've found that the southern redneck has the most endurance in bed. And I go, no kidding. She says, yeah. And she says, sir, I apologize. I'm sitting here, I'm telling you all about me. And, I haven't even caught your name. She says, my name's Kathy Gold. What was her last name? Kathy something or other. She says, what's your name? And I say, well, my name's Tonto Goldstein, but my friends call me Bubba. Oh, that's funny. And I'm not in any way, shape, or form racist at all. And I believe everybody's the same, and we just do what, God gives us. That's just a funny darn story. So, anyhow, I don't really know what to talk about, I guess. But I think the idea of me laying some stuff out, like, I kind of set some stuff up now, and like my axe, for instance, an axe is something that, when I first started cutting, we weren't cutting very big wood, where I was at and stuff, and almost everybody I was around didn't have an axe, and I tried the first part of my career to go without an axe, and I did, and I got the nickname Wagon Wheel because my strips always looked like a wagon wheel, but I've found that just having an axe on you is great, and I don't use an axe much. I really don't. If I can swing a tree and do it and put it where I want, whatever. But there's just times you need it, and when you have it on you, you have it. And I just got used to packing extra weight. This here's a 4-pounder, and I found it's about perfect for me. But if I was cutting old growth all the time, I would have a 5-pound axe with a 36-inch handle. That's the best tool for wedging, but I gotta have this short handle because I pack my axe in the guy wire, my spenders there, and I just like having it. I do. You can see other guys screwing around, tappity tap tap tapping with a wedge, and they're throwing everything they got in the world at it, and then they got to go through a tangled up mess and cut down what they were trying to drive over. Anyhow, this is the way to go, in my opinion. If you're not packing an axe, you really should, or at least have one by your gas jugs. But I just found, man up, pack an axe, they're good tool. I don't leave home without one. Yeah, stuff like that. But, and there's things about tapes too, like this good old tape. I'll just take it off of here. Now I've found that if you take your filler out and you go into this notch here, your fillers last a ton longer. In fact, I wear the paint off of them, and taping them is huge too. I run this John Day nail. You can pick those up from Kenny Malone, Clearwater Saw Shop. He sells these things, and they're great. I love them. I'm still not used to looking at this camera. I'm looking at my face, and my eyes are going this way, and I need to look that way. So, but anyhow, taping them's huge, and you don't ever want to tape your nail solid. That breaks your, look there, Pat. That breaks your it breaks your filler. You want to leave this loose. Never tape it shut. And I always take, I'm a huge Gorilla Tape fan now. I love Gorilla Tape. And I take a strip of it, I take a razor knife and I cut a strip as wide as my tape filler, and I tape down one side and then down to the other there to about a foot. And then, of course I wrap it up with Gorilla Tape. And I hardly ever break tape fillers. I just don't. And when I usually get a tape filler is if I don't think a log's gonna roll and I'm going back there to save time, instead of just sitting there, winding in my tape doing nothing, I just buck the log and I walk back into it. And that gets me in trouble every once in a while. Not very often. I usually know when a log's gonna roll, but every once in a while they'll surprise me and wrap my tape up and eat it. But that's how I usually go through tapes. But, stuff like that. And I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't know if I'm going to be entertaining enough to do this without a chainsaw. But, yeah. I don't know. Speaking of, this is a true story. about an airplane. This was the very first year my dad ever took me to Alaska. I wasn't old enough to drink yet. I was 20, I believe. I really can't remember. Maybe I was old enough to drink, but I was young and I was not a good timber cutter or nothing. That has nothing to do with it. But we were there and we got to fly back home for the 4th of July. Columbia helicopters always flew us home. And this plane was packed. And me and my dad are sitting together and he just rips a fart. And he didn't do it on purpose. It just got away from him. But it was loud and it stunk. And instead of my dad just sitting there, you know, acting like, you know, he done that, you know, that's what I was doing. I was looking around, I was like, God, that was rude. Anyhow, shit, he's here. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Anyhow, he goes, if it hurts, it don't, or if it hurts, it works, and if it works, it don't hurt, or some damn thing like that. And he says it loud, and the whole plane's packed. Everybody's staring at us, and I'm just, oh my God, you know, I was at the age where I could get buried. Today, it wouldn't even bug me at all. But yeah, so anyhow, he's a legend. He's my hero. He's an absolute the hell of a timber cutter, and he's the master of a goofy file. That's a dying art. I don't even think you can hardly get a goofy file anymore. But he's actually here. You guys can meet him. Hold on one second. Oh, there goes my axe. Hi, you guys.
I called you.
Did you call? Well, I've been making a video.
You're making what?
I'm making a video.
Oh.
So I was just telling a story about Dad, and he shows up.
Let's know if this is enough hamburger.
My dad brought me a whole bunch of hamburger. Say hi to my YouTubers.
Hi.
That's the man that taught me how to cut timber. And are you his girlfriend now officially?
I guess so.
And that is his beautiful girlfriend. I used to call her Aunt Donna. Now I don't know what to call her.
Oh, watch out, watch out.
Oh shit!
And I almost fell over my
You
stool.
just about ate her.
All right, guys. I hope this was entertaining. Bye.